You won't believe what happens to your skin in just 7 days. It seems like magic, but it's forgotten ancestral science. Ordinary women are unlocking a glow so radiant it feels like they've gone back in time. And it has nothing to do with expensive creams or empty promises. We're talking about 4 secret oils once used by queens like Cleopatra and Chinese empresses. Natural, unprocessed formulas that the cosmetic industry is terrified you'll discover. They don't age, they don't oxidize, they transform your skin like it's been reset. What if I told you all of this can be done at home with accessible ingredients in just 3 minutes a day? In today's video, I'll show you what these 4 oils are, how to use each one, and why they work even when nothing else seems to. But here's a warning. The industry doesn't want you to see this. Save this video, because once it goes viral, it might disappear. Have you ever found yourself swiping through an old photo from a time when your skin seemed to glow naturally? Maybe that image tucked away in a drawer, or a snapshot from a party where you barely needed makeup to feel beautiful. Now compare it to what you see in the mirror today. Lines that weren't there before, a more tired gaze, duller skin, as if the glow that once seemed endless has faded. But no one talks about it. You take care of everyone, fulfill every role expected of you, mother, professional, partner, friend. But who takes care of the woman behind all that? The one who looks at herself in silence, wondering where that vibrant, luminous version of herself went? The one who seemed to never age. If this resonates with you, know this: it's not vanity, it's memory, it's identity. It's the desire to reconnect with yourself without turning to expensive, invasive, or artificial solutions. Stay with me until the end of this video, because today, what once felt lost can be reclaimed, and the key lies in something that existed long before the industry tried to convince you otherwise. If what you've heard so far has stirred something inside you, then become part of this movement. Like this video now, not just to support the channel, but to spread this forgotten knowledge to other women who also need to reconnect with their essence. Subscribe and turn on the bell, because here every piece of content is crafted as a real step in your journey back to your natural glow. And one more thing. Write this sentence in the comments to mark the beginning of this shift in you. My skin rejuvenates every day with the power of nature. This isn't just a sentence. It's a commitment to yourself. Oil 1. Castor, the underestimated elixir, 2:31 to 7 a.m. Have you ever felt like your skin was tired? Not just aged by time, but worn by days where you simply forgot about yourself? It doesn't show up all at once. It appears gradually, in the dry texture, the fading glow, the pores that seem more visible, as if your skin is trying to tell you something. And what if I told you there's a dense, quiet, underestimated oil that can hear those signals from your skin and respond with healing? That's what castor oil is. an ancient messenger full of ancestral wisdom. In ancient Egypt, it was known as the oil of vision, used not only on the skin but also around the eyes to maintain a youthful, expressive look. Cleopatra used it to protect and hydrate her skin during the dry desert nights. It wasn't just about beauty. It was strategy. It was female power, condensed in drops. Today, almost no one talks about it, and maybe that's part of its magic. While the spotlight shines on expensive ingredients with complicated names, castor oil remains waiting, rich in ricinoleic acid, a rare compound with powerful anti-inflammatory and regenerative properties. It penetrates deep into the skin's layers, activating mechanisms that had been dormant: collagen, elastin, internal hydration. It's not makeup. It's cellular reactivation. The question is, why didn't anyone teach you this before? Because it's not glamorous. It's not sold in gold bottles. It doesn't scream miracles in bold letters. It quietly delivers what your skin needs to remember who it is. And here comes something powerful. The simpler the care, the deeper it touches the essence. And castor oil does just that. What benefits will you notice with consistent use? Fine lines begin to soften. The skin gains more density, more presence. Dry areas regenerate. Redness and small inflammations visibly reduce. But all of this only happens when used with intention. Proper application is a ritual. Wash your face thoroughly with a neutral soap. Warm the oil between your fingers. This activates its texture and makes it more penetrating. Mix 2 to 3 drops with a light cream or jojoba oil. Apply using slow circular motions, focusing on areas where your skin speaks louder: around the eyes, between the eyebrows, around the mouth. This isn't just a moment. It's a reunion. Touch your skin as if you're speaking to it. Mistakes that mute this oil's effects. Applying to dirty skin prevents the active ingredients from penetrating. Using too much, it's dense, and more doesn't mean better. Using it pure without diluting may overload sensitive or oily skin. Now, pause for a second and imagine. You look in the mirror a week from now, and something feels different. Your skin looks more vibrant, as if it had just awakened from a deep sleep. You're not sure what changed exactly, but you feel it. And that feeling is yours, intransferable. Want to know a curious detail? Many women who start using castor oil report not only improvements in their skin, but also a shift in how they see themselves in the mirror. There's something about this ancestral care that goes beyond the physical. It's as if, for the first time in a long while, the woman behind the reflection is returning. Here's a personal invitation. In the comments, write Castor, my new ancestral beauty secret. When you write this, you're not just leaving a comment. You're marking a turning point. And rest assured, other women will relate. Because deep down, we all carry the desire to be seen, even by ourselves. Oil 2, rosehip, the natural cellular restorer, 0701 to 1130. Some marks on the skin aren't just physical. Scars, spots, stretch marks. Many of them carry memories, a pregnancy, a loss, a difficult moment that left traces, visible or not. And every time you touch those areas, perhaps unconsciously, something reminds you of what stayed behind. Now imagine if each of those marks could be softened, not erased, but gently retold. That's the power of rosehip oil. Rich in essential fatty acids, natural vitamin A, retinol, and powerful antioxidants, it's the oil of deep restoration. Unlike castor oil, which penetrates and hydrates, rosehip works in the intermediate layers of the skin, stimulating cellular regeneration from the inside out. It's like a quiet gardener. It cares for what was hurt, renews what's tired, brings life back to tissues that once seemed permanently marked. The most fascinating part? This oil began to gain global attention when dermatologists noticed its ability to reduce post-surgical scars, even old and stubborn ones. But what few talk about is how much it transforms self-image. Many women report that after weeks of use, they feel more comfortable looking at their own marks, not because they've vanished completely, but because a silent process of reconciliation is happening alongside the aesthetic improvement. And that's the key. True healing happens both outside and within. Clear and visible benefits of continued use, reduction of dark spots and hyperpigmentation, softening of scars and fine lines, increased natural glow without artificial shine, prevention and reversal of early signs of aging. How to use it correctly for visible results. Wash your face thoroughly with warm water and a gentle soap. With your skin still slightly damp, apply 3 to 5 drops of the oil directly to your fingers. Warm the oil by rubbing your hands together. This activates the natural components. Massage it into your face and over areas with specific marks, sunspots, acne scars, lines around the mouth. Best time, at night, before going to sleep. It's during sleep that the skin regenerates most, and when rosehip oil reveals its full effect. Mistakes that sabotage its benefits. Applying on dirty skin or with makeup residue, not using sunscreen during the day. Cellular renewal requires protection. Using too much, thinking results will come faster. This overwhelms the skin. Now visualize this. You wake up, walk to the mirror, and your reflection looks softer. That spot on the corner of your cheek is lighter. Your skin's texture feels more even. There's a sense of freshness, as if your face had truly breathed overnight. It's subtle, but it's transformational. And here, more than ever, it's important to remember, your skin doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to tell your story, with dignity, with softness, with truth. That's what rosehip oil is about, not erasing, but refining the narrative of your beauty. Have you used this oil before? Comment below. My skin tells a new story with rosehip oil. Your experience can inspire other women to care for themselves with more kindness and awareness. Oil 3. Argan, the liquid gold of Morocco, 1131 to 1630. Imagine the desert, silent, intense, eternal. In the middle of that vast arid expanse, there's a tree that withstands time, scorching sun, and cutting wind. It's the Argan tree, and from it, with extreme care, comes an oil so rare and precious that it became known as the liquid gold of Morocco. But the most interesting part isn't the oil, it's the ritual. For centuries, Berber women, guardians of this ancestral knowledge, extracted argan by hand, in silence, respecting each part of the process. They didn't rush, because they knew true beauty isn't fast. It's about presence. And maybe that's the greatest lesson from argan. It doesn't act fast like an acid. It acts deep, like a balm. While most products for oily skin try to dry it out, attack it, or control it aggressively, argan works intelligently. It balances, it harmonizes with the skin's natural oils, and paradoxically, the more good oil you apply, the less bad oil your skin produces. That's the magic of balance. And the magic of argan. What makes it so special? It's rich in vitamin E, natural squalene, and rare fatty acids that restore elasticity, radiance, and resilience to the skin. It works on invisible micro cracks, the kind that makes skin look tired. It helps regulate oil production without being harsh, making it perfect for those with combination or oily skin who still want hydration. Do you ever feel like your skin is heavy, oily, and dry at the same time? That's the disorganization of your skin's natural balance. And argan is one of the few oils that understands and restores it. Now, let me tell you a true story. Doña Elena, a 56-year-old woman living near Essaouira in southern Morocco, spent decades struggling with her skin. For years, she used Western products that left her face sensitive and lifeless. One day, she decided to go back to her roots. She resumed daily use of argan oil, of pure argan oil, just like her mother and grandmother taught her. 3 months later, the change was undeniable. But the most powerful part wasn't what the mirror reflected. It was what she felt. She told me, "I stopped hiding from myself. My face came back, and with it, a part of me I had forgotten." How to apply argan oil the right way to feel this transformation? Cleanse your skin thoroughly with warm water and a gentle cleanser. Apply 2 to 3 drops of argan oil directly onto your fingertips. Warm it up in your hands. This activates the nutrients and boosts absorption. Massage using circular motions, especially on the T-zone, around the mouth and under the eyes. Best time to apply? Before bed or as a primer before makeup. It seals the skin and gives a natural glow no highlighter can mimic. Mistakes that reduce its benefits. Using diluted or commercial oils, always go for pure, cold-pressed argan oil. Applying too much, less is always more. Using it without a thorough cleanse beforehand, it needs a receptive canvas to work effectively. If your skin has been feeling off balance between dry and oily, dull and irritated, maybe what it needs isn't more product, but more wisdom. And Argan carries that. In the comments, write, "Balance begins with my skin." That phrase isn't an end, it's a beginning. An invitation to reconnect with something that may have gone quiet inside you, the right to shine without excess, to care without harm, to exist with ease. Oil 4, Sea Buckthorn, the hidden treasure of the Himalayas, 1631 to 2100. Imagine a plant that grows in the highest mountains on earth, under cutting winds and freezing temperatures, a hardy, nearly immortal shrub that survives where nothing else can. Its name, sea buckthorn. Its fruit, small orange spheres that hold one of the most concentrated, potent, and rare oils in nature. This oil isn't common or popular, and maybe that's the strongest sign of its power. Tibetan monks used it in silent rituals mixed with base oils to heal deep wounds and shield the skin from the elements. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was known as a light remedy, capable of restoring lost vitality after severe illness or periods of deep exhaustion. What makes sea buckthorn oil a true anti-aging treasure is its unique composition. It contains 12 times more vitamin C than an orange. It's an antioxidant bomb. It neutralizes free radicals, the biggest villains of premature aging, and more. It delivers a natural combination of vitamin E, vitamin A, and omegas 3, 6, 7, and 9 all together in a formula impossible to replicate artificially. The effect on the skin is almost immediate. Brightens dull grayish tones, reduces sunspots, decreases inflammation and invisible microlesions, boosts the skin's resilience against aging and environmental stress. But be warned, this is not a typical oil, and it requires more careful use. How to apply sea buckthorn oil the right way? Always use it at night, never during the day. Mix 1 drop with a base oil, like jojoba or sweet almond. Apply only after thoroughly cleansing your skin. Spread it with your fingertips over areas that need intense regeneration. Spots, flaky patches, recent acne marks, or inflammation. Mistakes many people make that cancel out its effects. Using the oil pure. It can stain the skin due to its high natural pigmentation. Applying it without proper dilution. Using it during the day without sun protection, it's photosensitive and must be treated like a potent active. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your skin tomorrow morning, not made up, not filtered, but alive, even, with that soft glow that comes from within, as if it had breathed all night long. That's the effect sea buckthorn can bring, not just to the skin, but to your relationship with your own reflection. Have you ever felt the urge to look at yourself more closely? To see yourself with more tenderness? This oil doesn't just brighten the skin, it invites you to ignite your own light. Leave a comment. My skin carries the glow of the mountains. Few people have access to this oil. Even fewer know how to use it correctly. But now you are part of this small group that knows the secret of the heights, the secret of the earth's most intense natural regeneration. Mysterious revelation. The fifth exclusive oil. 2101 to 2400. You've already been introduced to 4 ancestral oils, 4 natural paths that connect the present to the earth's ancient wisdom. But now, it's time to talk about something that goes beyond the skin. There is a 5th oil. It's not sold on regular shelves, it doesn't appear in advertisements, and its origin is wrapped in silence, a secret guarded by Buddhist monks, Tibetan healers, and centenarian women from the most remote regions of Asia. An oil passed from generation to generation, but never written down. An elixir so powerful that, when used regularly, is described as liquid light, capable of restoring even deeply damaged skin. It doesn't just rejuvenate, it reactivates the skin's vital energy. There are few reports because few have had true access. But the described effects are so striking that many holistic dermatologists consider its chemical profile challenging, almost unbelievable. This isn't the kind of information you easily come across, nor is it something shared with just anyone. That's why this revelation will be shared in the next video. Yes, because if you've made it this far, you're ready, and you deserve to receive this knowledge fully, safely, and in detail. In the next episode, you'll discover the name of this legendary oil, its secret origin, how it works on your skin and on your energetic field, and why it's been used as liquid meditation by Buddhist sages for centuries. But take note, to make sure you don't miss this revelation, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on the bell and leave a comment saying, "I want to discover the monk's secret oil." This simple gesture is your commitment to a deeper journey, because you're not just taking care of your skin, you're awakening something that may have been dormant inside you. If you've made it this far, take a deep breath for a moment. You've just walked a path that's not just about oils. It's about memory, care, wisdom, and reconnection. It's about remembering that there's beauty in listening to your skin, and even more, in listening to yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 ancestral oils sparked your curiosity the most? Which one do you feel your skin is calling for right now? Leave your comment below. Your experience could be the spark that helps another woman begin this same journey back to herself. And if this video touched you, share it with someone who also deserves this kind of care. Sometimes, a small gesture like that is the beginning of a transformation they didn't even know they needed. Like this video, so it can reach more people. But more importantly, so this knowledge doesn't get lost again. See you in the next episode, where the secret of the fifth oil will finally be revealed. Until then, remember, when you care for your skin with respect, your body listens, and your soul blooms.